besides losing the proxy war in Ukraine, NATO also is losing the economic war with BRICS. Tell us a little bit about what led you to that conclusion.
Well, when you pull back and look at the economic data that's coming out, despite the claims that NATO is going to provide X billion of dollars to Ukraine and that they're going to buy all these weapons from the United States, every single one of the major NATO countries, industrial countries, have a debt to GDP ratio of 100% or greater. In fact, France, Macron, just yesterday or the day before yesterday, announced that France may have to seek an IMF bailout, International Monetary Fund bailout. Their economy is doing so poorly. The German economy right now shows up as roughly 70% debt to GDP ratio, which sounds pretty good, except it was just 3 short years ago, that was a 50%. So in other words, it's now borrowing money at an accelerating rate because its economy is in recession. It is losing industrial capability that's moving out of Europe, actually some moving to the United States. By contrast, Russia's debt to GDP ratio is 19%.
Wow.
Less, it's dramatically less, which means in an event of an economic crisis, Russia has plenty of room to maneuver, to borrow money, whatever. It has, where it's not going to put its economy under strain. Whereas the United States is right now at 125%. When you compare the economic growth rate of the BRICS countries of Russia, China, India, Brazil, and South Africa, and others that are members, Vietnam, Iran, the average economic growth rate right now in the BRICS countries is 4%. What is the growth rate in the GDP for NATO countries? About 1.5%. So not even from an economic growth standpoint, the West can no longer compete. The West is in debt. The West industrial capability is shrinking, whereas the industrial capability of Russia, along with its BRICS partners, is growing. And just this week, we've had some amazing data released. As a result of Donald Trump's brilliant tariffs, China has stopped buying all liquid natural gas or propane out of the United States. That previously was buying $4 billion worth. Last year,